So an interesting rumour's come out recently about Daniel Podence. Apparently Tottenham are interested in him. I don't really know how reliable this is. Pedro Almeida, I've seen him get some stuff right on Wolves, so could be accurate. But apparently Tottenham are willing to pay £25 million for him. Or I think that's euros, sorry. But I think Wolves should be all over this if this is true. It's not something I'd ever really considered, to be honest, because I did defend Daniel Podence quite a lot. I've always kind of liked him and thought, there's a lot of mitigating circumstances around him and that Wolves should persist with him. But, Wolves keep pushing out this thing of, look, we need money, we need to sell to reinvest. And I think everyone agrees it's been a really good window for Wolves. But if we do have to sell one kind of big name, I'd much rather sell Daniel Podence than Ruben Neves or Adama Traore. If I get that transfer market's not 100% accurate with their values, I fully admit that. But if you look at, according to transfer markets, our seventh most valuable player. Obviously, Ruben Neves is at the top. Pedro Neto is injured, so he's not available for this. Raul Jimenez, the same. Conor Cody will never leave, and neither will Nelson Semedo. So that kind of leaves you with Daniel Podence, Adama Traore. I think Dendonker's nowhere near that. I don't even think you get 15, honestly. So it kind of leaves you with Ruben Neves, Adama Traore, and Daniel Podence. Now, if you could get 25 million for Daniel Podence, considering the money we've saved on Ray Nuri, not buying Vitinha, I think that would be pretty sensible from Wolves. I like Daniel Podence, but he wasn't that good last year, and these injuries are starting to rack up now. And it's obviously this doesn't have Olympiacos data, so I don't know if he got injured at Olympiacos much, but he's picked up quite a lot of injuries at Wolves. And I get that the style of football hasn't helped Daniel Podence. If you look at last season anyway, based on expected goals, we had the fifth worst attack in the league. But it's not like we didn't have the ball. Like I saw people say last season, we were so deep, we didn't have the ball. It meant it was hard for our attackers. In our first season, we had 46% possession on average. 2 seasons ago, that was actually a bit higher in terms of possession. Let me find it. It was where was it? 48.3, and then last season, one that just finished, it was 49.3. So last season we actually had our highest possession, which you'd think would help an attacker, right? But it didn't really work that way with Daniel Podence. Obviously, he played quite a lot on number 10, right? Which is probably where he played his best football. Maybe that's where Bruno Lage would see him as kind of that second striker. But if you look at Daniel Potence's numbers from last season, there's nothing particularly interesting. It's not like, if you look at expected goals and expected assists, it's not like he overperformed or underperformed. If anything, he's performed exactly to his numbers. He's about to turn 26. I can't, if Wolves, I'm not saying he's a bad player, and I think he will improve with a more attacking side, but he's not particularly great on the ball. He's a decent dribbler, but he's not like incredible. He's not good in the air. He offers nothing defensively, and he's not like a good set. There's just nothing there that makes me think we should really persist if you're getting a 25 million euro offer. Let's just take Adama Traore, right? I get that he has his critics, but even when I think everyone admits Adama Traore had a pretty bad season, but even when Adama Traore is playing bad, he has good shot creating actions, which you need when you're quite a defensive side. He's an amazing dribbler. He's really good in the air. That's quite an underrated thing Adama Traore is really good at. Same with Pedro Neto. Even if you don't, obviously I rate Pedro Neto, everyone does, but he's pretty useful on the ball. He's a decent defender and he's a really good ball carrier. All our other wingers have things that you look at and go, even if they're not performing, they're offering something to the side. Daniel Podence kind of isn't doing that. And with the injuries clocking up and Wolves needing to raise some cash, this kind of just makes sense. I don't know why Tottenham would really want to do it. It doesn't really make any sense for them. I don't really see what he offers. But for someone who's turning 26, this is probably the only real time you can cash in on him and get decent money, with the injuries racking up and his numbers not really being great. Obviously, maybe Bruno Lage really wants Daniel Podence and he's kind of central to the plans. I don't know. But personally, if this is true and this isn't just some stupid Twitter rumour, I'd be all over that, because I'd much rather keep Ruben Neves, Adama Traore, Pedro Neto, even Semedo and Conor Cody over Daniel Podence personally. But that's just what I think. Obviously, it would mean we need to go and buy another winger, but I think you could probably go and get a winger that could offer the same numbers as Daniel Podence, honestly, for about 10 million, maybe even less, honestly. That's just my opinion on it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, peace.